Hi and welcome, and just a few words to introduce you to our chair yoga sequence. It's a nice gentle way to have an introduction to yoga, but you'll find it really is quite effective. I'm just going to be using this chair. So it's got no arms and it's got the non-slip feet. So if you haven't got a suitable chair to use, if you go to either Kmart or IKEA, they have very similar chairs and they're usually less than $10. So you just need to make sure it's got those non-slip feet. And then I've also got my chair on a yoga mat, which is probably ideal because it really does stop it moving. But if you're on a carpet, you maybe could get away without having a mat underneath it. Just when you've put your chair down, just give it a bit of a wiggle and make sure that it can't move. So I'm also going to be using a yoga belt during the sequence, but if you haven't got one, you can either use just a normal belt, or you could use a scarf, or you could use something just like a tea towel. What to wear? Anything as long as you can move in it. So some stretchy pants are ideal, and a shirt that just doesn't restrict you. You'll see during the sequence that there's quite a bit of emphasis put on being aware of your breath. So part of it is just breath awareness, and part of it is doing some of the movements in time with your breath. If you haven't been aware of your breath before, it might take a little bit of getting used to, but it is a very important part of yoga and a very important part, that mind-body connection of the neurology. There, along with it, you will get used to it. It will start to become second nature. Yeah, if you feel at any time that anything, you're tired, something's a bit too difficult, you can either go back to a slightly easier version of the pose, or if you don't know an easier version, just stop and just watch your breath. Because the breath is such an important part of yoga, you'll still actually be doing yoga. So don't worry about it. If you get dizzy at any time, you just want to very slowly move so your head comes back above your waist, and then just sit nice and quietly and wait, for your heart rate to slow down, for everything to get back to normal. We won't be doing anything that energetic in this, so you probably won't get too high a heart rate. But yeah, just allow yourself to calm down, to get back into your normal state. So one more thing, when you sit on your chair, you're going to be sitting away from the back of the chair so that you're sitting with a nice straight spine, sitting nice and upright. So shoulders relaxed, chest lifted a little, chin parallel to the floor, normally resting your hands on your knees, but you want to have your feet flat on the floor. If by any chance your feet don't quite touch the floor, just put a cushion under your feet so that you can easily and in a relaxed manner have your feet on the floor. If your feet don't reach the floor, you'll end up putting a lot of pressure on the back of your legs, and that's not great. So you want to have that cushion there to give you some support.